The rain poured relentlessly against the tall glass windows of Adrian Blake's office, a man the media called the ICE CEO. His company, Blake Industries, was on the brink of collapse, not because of bad business, but because of bad press. Rumors spread like wildfire. The CEO is too cold to love, he fired a single mother for being late, his own son barely knows him. None of it was completely true, but in the world of business, perception is reality. And right now, Adrian's image was destroying everything he had built. That's when his PR manager dropped the bombshell. "Sir, the investors' dinner next month, they expect you to come with your wife. The board believes a family image might help restore trust. Without it, we lose the deal." Adrian leaned back in his chair, his expression unreadable. "You're saying I need to fake a marriage to save my company?" "Exactly," the manager replied hesitantly. "Just for a month." Adrian looked at the photo on his desk, his 5-year-old son, Ethan, smiling in a field of tulips. His wife had died 3 years ago in a car accident. Since then, Adrian had buried himself in work, hiring nannies one after another, none lasting more than a few weeks, except one. Emma Cole. She wasn't like the others. Gentle yet strong, patient yet firm, she didn't just care for Ethan, she understood him. She had been a nurse once, before tragedy took her fiancé and left her searching for new meaning. Working as Ethan's nanny had given her life some quiet purpose again. And now, she was about to be asked the most unexpected question of her life. The proposal. When Adrian called Emma into his office that evening, she thought she'd done something wrong. "Sir, if this is about Ethan drawing on your office wall again, I swear." Adrian interrupted, "It's not about that. It's something else." He rubbed his temples. "Emma, I need your help. I need you to pretend to be my wife. Just for a month." Emma blinked, thinking she'd misheard. I'm sorry, what?" He explained everything: the investors, the media pressure, the dinner, the image. "You're the only woman Ethan trusts," he added quietly. "And the only one the staff respects. I can't ask anyone else." Her heart pounded. "Pretend to be your wife? That's insane, Mr. Blake." "I'll pay you whatever you ask," he said quickly. "And once it's over, you can take a long vacation, with a bonus." She hesitated, torn between reason and the kindness in his eyes she'd never noticed before. Ethan's face appeared in her mind. He needed this man to stay strong. And maybe, deep down, Adrian needed saving too. Finally, she whispered, "All right. I'll do it. The pretend marriage begins." The news broke the next morning. CEO Adrian Blake surprises everyone with secret marriage. Paparazzi followed them everywhere, hand in hand at charity events, smiling at press conferences. For the first time, the cold CEO looked human. At first, it was awkward. Adrian's house felt different with Emma sleeping down the hall. They argued over simple things. She said he worked too much, he said she worried too much. But somewhere between staged photos and late-night talks, something real began to bloom. One night, after Ethan had gone to bed, Emma found Adrian sitting alone by the piano. "I used to play for her," he said softly, fingers hovering over the keys. "My wife. She loved this song." Emma sat beside him. "Then play it again. Not for her, but for yourself." He looked at her, and for the first time in years, he smiled, not the corporate smile, but a fragile, genuine one. The challenges. But love, even when it's pretend, invites pain. The media began digging. A rival company leaked photos suggesting Emma was a paid actress. Rumors flared. The marriage is fake. She's after his money. Ethan came home from school crying. "Daddy, why are they saying Mommy Emma isn't real?" Adrian's heart broke. He wanted to protect both of them, but lies had consequences. Investors began pulling out, demanding answers. One night, Emma confronted him. "Adrian, this is ruining you. Maybe we should just tell them the truth." He clenched his fists. "And destroy everything I've worked for." Tears welled in her eyes. "You're losing yourself anyway." For the first time, Adrian realized she wasn't doing this for money. She was doing it because she cared. Because she had fallen in love, and maybe, so had he. The breaking point. The board meeting came, investors waiting, cameras flashing. Someone from the press shouted, "Mr. Blake, is your marriage real or fake?" Adrian looked at Emma standing beside him, holding Ethan's hand. And suddenly, he knew what mattered. He stepped to the microphone. "You want the truth?" "Yes," It started as a deal. I asked Emma to pretend to be my wife to protect this company. But along the way, I realized something. This company isn't my legacy, they are. He looked at Emma, his voice breaking. She taught me how to be human again. How to be a father. How to feel. And if that's a mistake, then I'll take it, because I love her. Gasps filled the room, cameras clicked, but this time, no one saw a cold CEO. They saw a man, flawed, honest, in love. The resolution. The following days were chaos, but instead of scandal, the story went viral for all the right reasons. The CEO who chose love over image. The investors stayed. Ethan's laughter returned. And one morning, as they walked in the garden, Adrian turned to Emma. This time, he said, kneeling before her, no pretending. Tears streamed down her cheeks as she nodded, smiling through them. Yes, Adrian, no pretending. Ethan ran between them, giggling. Does that mean I get two parents for real now? Adrian lifted him up. Forever.